Good morning and welcome to Family Computer Center. In this video, we are going to discuss about how to add social media buttons in your website. So this will be our final output. So we'll have a label called Stay Informed, and we will place a text box here where people can write their email address, then they can sign up for the newsletter. And we have a follow us label here, and we have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn logos here. These are the social media buttons. This is our final output. Actually, this is now displayed at the top of our web page. We will be displaying it in the bottom of the web page usually. So as this is an example, I made it at the top. So when you are placing your items in your HTML at the top of this division box, your content will be coming at the top, and after that the social media, the page, this box, this division, social media division will be coming up. Okay, so I will show you the details. First I will walk you through the HTML document I have made for making this social media icon. So here is the empty area. This empty area you can place your website contents, and at the bottom of your body we have made a division which is having the class footer, and this is at the end of the body you have to make. Okay, and inside that division we have another two divisions for showing two different contents. So first division I have given the class left side, and the second division I have given the what class right side. So this left side box is having like the label Stay Informed, which is having the class label, and we have a text box for reading the email address from the user, and we have a button for sign up also. That's all in the left side box, and in the right side box we are having a label follow us, and this is also having the same class as LBL here, Stay Informed. And we have made 5 links inside the link. These are image hyperlinks. So inside the links we have placed the image for different social media buttons like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Okay, so this is the status of our HTML document. So now our web browser or the web page looks like this. So when we are started adding styles, our web page will turn into beautiful looking like interactive social media, like social media banner. Okay, so I'm switching back to my style.css. I have visited the Google Fonts application interface for picking some fonts, and I have picked the font for my labels. We will be using that on later stage. And I have set the margin of the body to 0. That's the only style I have written so far. Now I'm going to call the footer box. Okay, so hope you remember what is a footer box. Footer box is a main box which contain all other stuffs. Okay, so I call the footer box first of all. So better what I'm going to do is like I will keep this code window like this so that you can see the code window and the browser at the same time. As we are using the live server, whatever changes I do here, that will appear here live. Okay, so first I'm trying to set a background color for the footer, which will be black color background. So you can see that complete box is now having background color black. Okay, so now I will set like display to flex. Instead of inline or block, we will be setting the display to flex. Okay, so when I set the display to flex, you can see all these contents comes in the same line. Okay, so I want vertically align this content to the center, so I will say like align items to the center. So you can see now the contents are vertically aligned to the center of the box. Okay, now these contents like email address, follow up, sign up, I want to show in the left side, and all these boxes I want them to go to the right side. So what I'm going to do is like I will say like justify content space between. So you can see these things stay in the left side, and these things, these social media buttons stay in the right side. Okay, so but you cannot see the label, like because labels are now in black color, so it is black and black, that's why you can't see them. Okay, so now what I'm going to, or to whom I'm going to call is like the left side. Left side means what? The left side box. You can see this division. So I'm gonna set that also because I want to display this thing in the straight line. So I will change the display of that also to flex. Display to flex. Then I will change the width of that to 50 percentage. Then I will say like align items to the center and justify content also to the center. So you can see content is justified now to the center, and vertically also it is in the center, horizontally also it is in the center. So I want to repeat the same styles for the right side also. So what I'm going to do is like I will copy this down. I'll just make a copy of this one and paste it down, and this left I will change to right. So the right side also having the same option. They are aligned to the center and justified to the center. Okay. So now I will call the label. Label means you can see here in stay informed and follow us on. Okay. So that's coming under the class LBL. You can see that. So when I go back to my HTML document, you can see these are under the class LBL. Okay, so for the LBL I'm going to change the color to white, then only we can see them. So now you can see we can see them, right? Okay, so I changed the color to white, and I want to use the, I want to have some space between this and this. Okay, so I'm gonna say like margin to the right side. Margin to the right side I will say 20px. So it will be having right side margin 20px here. Okay, and I want to apply the letter spacing also. So I will say letter spacing, then I will say like 2px, because then only the letters will be having somewhat kind of spacing between them. So I don't want them to be so close. I want them to be a little bit away so that it will look a little more stylish. Okay, so now I want to apply the font family which I have copied from Google Fonts. So I have copied the import statement and all these things, and I'm going to use that font family inside my label. So I paste it here. So you can see now stay informed and follow us is looking neat and good. Okay, so my next target is to give some style for this box. Okay, so let's check this box falls in which class. So that is the input box which falls in the mailbox class. So I will come back here and I will say like dot mailbox. I'm not sure about the capitalization. Yes, mailbox. Then I will say like I want the padding to be 10px. Padding means the inner margin, right? So when I set the padding, so you can see inside you are getting some spaces. Okay, and I want the font family to be a normal font called Calibri. Okay, so let's see. So there is a small change in here. It displays as what? Calibri. And I will increase the font size to 1 EM. That means it will be a little more bigger font size. User can clearly see that font. Okay, then I will say, so now we need space after this. So for this also I will set like margin to the right. Now I have set the margin right to 20px, so that the right side margin is increased to what? 20px. Okay, so now we will go with the border radius. I want to show some rounded corners, so I will say like border radius, I'll give 10px. Okay, so you can see like it's having now a rounded border. Okay, and I want this to be a little more bigger, so I will keep the width to 300px. So you can see now it's a little more wide. Okay, so from here to here we have done working with those things, right? Okay. So now our next target is to style this button. So let us see this button falls in which class. So the button falls in BTN class. So I'm going to call that class here. I will say dot BTN. Okay. And I will say like I will say padding to 10px so that you will get inner margin 10px. Button will go bigger. And I will say color to white so you can't see the text now. I will set the background color, then the text will be visible. Background dash color to be, let it be teal, the first one displayed here. Okay, then let me set the font family also to Calibri. So that's the font family. And let me set the font size to 1 EM so that it will look a little more bigger. Correct? Okay. So font family and all those things is your choice. You can set whatever you want. Then border radius, same like the text box, we will have some border radius of 10px so that it will be having rounded corner border. Okay. Okay. So now finally we want to do something with the images. We don't want this much big images. Okay, so now I will go like images falls in which class, we will see it's S button class. So I will come back to my style sheet. I'm saying dot SBTN, correct? So that's SBTN class. Okay, now I will change the height of the images to 60px. Done. Is easy, right? Okay, so 60px height I give. Okay, so now you can see when I point to this one, nothing is happening now. So I want some effect to happen when I point to this one. So I will say like, we have something called hover, S button hover. The user hover, make it 65px. So when I hover now, the button is having interactive effect. So now the social media banner, the big division is too small. So we will come back to the footer. Then we will say like, make the height to 150px. So you can see there is considerably good size. So we have reached our target today. Okay, so we made a beautiful looking interactive social media banner footer for our website. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel so that you will not miss any further video we post. See you again. Bye for now.